Okay, so share the screen. So announcement here. So I posted your final project, which means that this one will be replace your final exam. So this one is I post on the website. So Blackboard, you can look at it. So you can click final project. And this one you will see the description of the final project. And this final project is the GUI stuff. So when you open it, you will see the final project. This time you are required to do a simple text editor like the Word editor. So this is in the Windows space. So this one is quite look like the Word editor. So you have new, you can create new version document, and then you can open it, you can save. You can also do the save as. So if you make any change or you want to save to other files, so you can do the save as. Of course, you have the exit. Okay, you also have the mnemonic key, so means you can hit and quick access. How to do the mnemonic key, I provide the guideline on the project. So I will not cover in my class, but it's quite easy. You can look at this one and get the information. And also you will have the 10-point extra credit for this final project. If you like, you can look at and try to implement. This is the screenshot on the Linux, or it will be on the Windows. It looks like this, and on if you use a Mac, so this is the Mac version. Okay, I also provide several resources for you to study. If you try to get some reference, it's a good resource for you to look at. So everything you can, there's a link. So you click it, it will go there. Hey, so far so good. Okay, so let's stop sharing and we will start our class. So, okay, so I will share the screen. This one, so share the screen is NetBeans. Oh, it's not good. Share screen, desktop. Okay, everyone can see the screen. So okay, if you have any questions, I put the chat box here so I can see. Okay, so now we continue our stuff. So last time we stopped at the user and the password. We have the label, username, and the password. We have the text field. So when you do design, you can see that at the left, at here, you have two labels, which is username and password, and then two text field. So you can type in elements here. And you have three buttons. One is save and one is reload, one is cancel. So for save, I think we have already implemented the save event. So when you double click save, you will see this is the code associate. Let us see that. We will first check whether you enter the username and the password is valid or not valid. So this validation check is check whether it's a 6-character long for the password, as well as the password does not contain the username. So this one is the way we do the check validation. So check valid. And then if it's valid, then we will do is, okay, we will use the file chooser to open the save dialog. Means this one I want to save username and password into the file. And then this one is, if you click the approve option, means you click the save button, then I will get the file you choose. And then this one is this is file you get it. And then you can do the normal file writing. So you just do write to the file. Okay, so last time I just missing one thing is I don't do the close. So you should do close, otherwise you cannot open that file. I think that is the problem I left last class, so I cannot open that file. So this one is because I do not close it. Okay, if this file does not found, then you will show message dialog box to say that, okay, cannot open the file, and this is the error message. Okay, so let us go back to the design and run this code. Okay, you will see that this is the username and the password. And then I type in whatever. Okay, first we check the message box. So this message box will be, since the password is not valid, so you cannot open the file. So of course, if you like, you can show some dialog box. For example, I don't do it here, so that's why. Yeah, if it's a partial password checking, so it will show. This is the save dialog box. So the dialog box means save, and then I can do is, okay, I go to users document. I choose one, what is a good documents. Save sample, yeah, this is good. So I use the save sample to save it. Okay, if I click the cancel button, it will be cancel. Okay. Let us see where is my document. I will do save sample, right? So save sample, where is my, let me see. Okay, here, save sample. You can see that, okay, if I close it, you can see the save sample. This one is, so you can double check. This one is, this is the password, this is the username, right? So NWVH something like that, the username is very ugly. Okay, so this one is have already saved in the save sample.txt, and you can see that this one is modified today, right? So you can check the time. Okay, so this one is what I do for the save. Okay, so now I can do the same thing for the reload. So I can do double click the button, then it will give you the reload action performed, right? So this one is try to do the things is file reading. So I will not implement this, but it's quite, I will not do these things. I do this one. Maybe we do it quickly. So return value to say that I have file chooser. This time I will reload means that I will open, right? So I will show open dialog. So save dialog is saved to the file. So open dialog means you open, read from that file. So you will open dialog. And this time I will use this portion. So file load file equals to file chooser. So I open it. Oh, okay. So the first one is if return value equals to j file chooser. So this is the static, so I can directly call it. So approve option. So if you do approve option, return value equals to file chooser dot approve function. So double equals. Okay, so this one is means that you want to open that file. So I will do the load file equals to file chooser dot. Okay, I want to get the file. So it's the same thing as a get selected file. This time you only choose one file. If you choose multiple files, it will get selected files. So, okay, so this is the caption file, load file. So we definitely need a try and a catch. Because you do the file reading and the writing, so you should do file exception. Okay, so I need to, so you try and then I will do scanner. So scanner in equals to new scanner. So this is the normal file reading and writing. So scanner, so username equal username, then my username will be set text. Set text in dot next line. Right, the first line is my username and the next line is my password. Set text in dot next line. Okay, so this one is I read the two lines. The first line is the username and the next line is the password. If I read finish, I should close it. Okay, so don't forget, you should close it. Of course, if you have the IO exception, I will copy my previous code to show the message dialog box. And this time I do the same thing error. Cannot open the file and give you the error message. Okay, so this is the same thing as the previous one. Previous is write out. This one is read from the file. So write to the file and read from the file. Okay, this is the file reading and writing. And this one will be useful when you do our final project. Okay, so let us see. We finish our implementation and then this is the window look like. So you can type in the things. Okay, so we can run that to see what happens. So this one is I put in the middle. So username, password. Okay, and I can save This time I do in the document, save sample. Okay, remember this one is in created by CB and QB is the leading character. Okay, so I erase all this one and then I want to reload. I reload this one. This time it's open. You will see that this time is open, and then I open this one and open it. You will see that this username and password come back. Okay, when I click cancel button, it will stop my running. Okay, so far so good. Any questions? Okay, so this is for user and the password. And today I will give another example is for the menu and text area. So menu and the text area. And this time I will read from the file and write to the file definitely, but I will read the two files. And then we will see what happens. Okay, so we look like menu. Okay, so let us start a new project. Make sure this one is the project, and I will do the menu sample. So menu sample, make sure don't have any name for the main class, and click finish. You will see the menu sample. So for the menu sample, within that, I will have the new, instead of Java class, I will have the new JFrame. Okay, this one I want to see the menu sample. The window name is menu sample. So, okay, it comes the design window. This time it should be very familiar. And we will do is here. We first need to get the text area. So for the text area, actually you will do is text area may not that small, so you may have multiple lines and each line may be a very long. So what I should do is, okay, I need to put a scroll panel. Okay, so, and put the scroll panel into the area. So this is the scroll panel. Okay, so let me see. So scroll panel. This is scroll panel, and you will see the property is there is a horizontal scroll or vertical scroll bar. So this is the bar is show is as needed, means if for example, if your height is not go beyond the size, it will not show the scroll bar. Okay, so this one is the, if you put it as needed, if you put never, then means your scroll bar never show, and always means you always show the scroll bar no matter it's whether it's within the same page or it's go beyond, so it will always show the scroll bar. But by default is as needed, okay, is as needed. And then I can put another thing is called the text area. So I will put the text area twice. Not two, not two, not two, not two. So I will, yeah, so this one is already there. So J text area is associated with the scroll bar. So scroll bar, and I put the text area inside. Okay, you will see that within the scroll bar, you will have the text area. So this one is looks like this. So, oh, this is your design view. You can see that the scroll bar appear, right? So if I delete, then it's okay. So this is the scroll bar. The scroll panel, you cannot see the panel, but it's you should first put, otherwise you will not see the scroll bar. Okay, so this one is scroll bar. All right, so this is the text area. So this is text area. I will change its name to say, maybe just a text area. Okay, to change the name to the text area. All right, this is the first thing. I put the text area into my frame. So into my frame. Okay, the next one is how do I add menu? So the menu is not the swing container, it's not the swing control. So is here is the, you will see the swing menus. So swing menus, the first one is the menu bar. So I can put here is the menu bar. It's already joined the frame. So menu bar. So on here, file and edit, this one is actually is the menu. Okay, this is the menu. So if you do not like it, so you can delete it. So you can delete it. Okay, so it's no need. So the menu 2, you can delete it. So here, you can delete. Menu 1 is a file, so you can change its name if you like. So you can change it to file. Okay, this is the variable name. So inside this menu, there's no menu item there. So this is first you put the menu bar there, and then you put the menu. If you have more than 2, then you can put more menu here. If it's smaller than 2, so you can delete the menu here. So now I need to add menu item, and the menu item, you have several. You have normal menu item, or you can do the checkbox, you can do the radio button inside. You can also have the separator. So this time for short, I just put the radio button and the menu item there. So this one, when I put the menu button, it will first, okay? So you just click it and then move to which menu you want to join, okay? So I will let 2 radio button join, and then I will join 1 scroll separator, and then I will join 1 menu items. So this one is, I have this. So you just put this one into the menu, and then it will be there. Okay, so I do not do the shortcut here. This one is leave to you to study at home so that it will be required in your final project. you can put the shortcut here. Okay, so of course here, so I will look at the menu item. So this one is, I try to do the first menu. Oh, in order to group, same thing as the radio button. So you should group it. So group it, there's no button group in the menu, in the swing menu. So you should use the swing controls. They has the radio button and the button group, right? You should put the button group inside. My computer. Okay, too much. I will do later. Okay, so I come back. Okay, so let us see. So this time when you see this guy, it's not, you cannot see the manual, but it's already there, don't worry. So I will continue, but I don't have the group button. So another way to add is at the other component. So you can do is swing control and do the group button. Okay. If this one doesn't work, okay. My computer has some problem. Okay, so but anyway, we can move forward. Okay, so we have the first group button. We say that we want to do file one. This one is selected, and I let it join the group button one. Okay, so let join, and I have the text. So here, so I say that I want to open file one. Okay, this one is the first. Okay, so this is file one. And then this guy is the second one. I don't want to select it. Let it go to the group button one. And then this one, I want to open file two. Okay, so this is file two. And the join the radio button. So this one is join the button group. So this one, this time is only one can choose. So the last one, I want it the menu item. I want to exit. Okay, exit. Okay, so when you click the preview design, you will not see the menu, unfortunately. So how do I see the menu? The way we can do is, okay, we click to run it, the menu sample, I will run it. Okay, then when you run, you can see the menu, and we have file one and the file two. You can choose file two, and you can choose exit, right? You can click exit. Of course, there's no events associated with the button or the menu item or associated with the radio button in the menu, so there's no action. Okay, so for this one, I will move it to make it directly the same space as the window. So then when you run it, it will be look better, right? It will look better. Then okay, so let's run again. Okay, so you will see that it will be, so if you put it the same size as the window, then this time when you make it bigger or smaller, it will be same size as the window size. So it will be, looks better. Okay, so let us close it. Now it's time to add file. Um, add events associated with this event. So for the exit, I will do easy job. So if you have the menu items, then I will do system exit 0. So this time it will be same associated with menu 1. So this time I will change my radio button 1 the name, so to file 1, so that it's easy for us to remember. So this one is file 2. Okay, so this one I changed to exit. Okay, so this one has already implemented, so it's already here. Now for file 1, this time I will open one file. So this one is the same implementation as my previous one. So the user password. So I can do the same thing. Double click it. File 1 open. Okay, so this time I will do a little bit. So this one is the same thing as the previous. So return value equals to file. Let me see what is the file chooser. So, so one thing missing is I don't have the file chooser. So I need to put the file chooser into my design. So this one is the swing window, is the file chooser is here. So another way, the one way is you can put this one directly into the window, then it's fine. Another way you can do is here, other components. You don't want it to show in the JFrame, right? This is not belongs to JFrame. So I will do is right click other component and see add from palette. So this is same thing, right? Add from palette, right? So this is the same thing. I will add is the file chooser. Okay, file chooser. So I give its new name. So file chooser. Okay, then I can come back to my events. So okay, I can come back to my events. Is the okay, so it's here. So file chooser show open dialog. I want to see that one and associate with this window. So it will within this window size, within this window. So this and if return value equals to JF file chooser dot approve options. If it's a file chooser approve options. Okay, so it's approve option. Then I will do file load. So since it's I do the file IO, so I will input the file IO stuff. Load file equals to file chooser dot get selected file. Now I will try and catch IOX. File not found exception. Okay, if I not found the exception, I should add this exception. Okay, so scanner in equals to new scanner. Okay, this time it's do the same thing. Import scanner. Okay, so different from the text field. So every time I will let the text area. So my text area is this one, right? The text area equal to set text. I want to set it to empty. This time it means that when you open once, it will clear all the text area. You use this one, it will clear all the area. So then I can read line by line. This time is not just one line, right? So I will test has next line. So I will first test it. And if I have more, then I will do text area dot append. This time is not set text anymore. So if you set the text, it's just to show one line. So if you want to show multiple lines, you should use append. So you can append each line. So this time it's just line by line pending. And also you should do one more thing is when it's finished, this one, you should append another one is move the cursor to the next line. So to the next line, then you can do this file opening. Okay, if I file not found, then I will do the same thing. It's J option panel. So I will show message dialog box. So show message dialog box. So I will do this one. Who is this? I will show it's in this one. And then what is the message I want to show? Cannot open the file. Okay, cannot open the file. Then this is the error message. And then this is the error message. Then this what level of the message type. So I think this one should be the error message. So error message. Okay, this is a little bit different from the text area and the text field. The text field is just one line, so you just set the text when you read. But the text area, you should append one by one so that you can see one line by line. So I save it. Now I finish my file one. You will see that this is the window. I can choose file one, then you will see the window, and then I just put the Java bag example, so it will be quite easy. So you don't need to worry about what does it mean. So this one is okay. You will see the scroll bar, and this is the area. So if I make it bigger, then the scroll bar disappears. But if I make it smaller, you will see that the scroll bar, both scroll bar. Okay, so this is the file I read one. Okay, so far so good. Okay, then it's time for you to practice a little bit. Is you can do for file 2. So for file 2. So file 2 means you want to read another file. So the file 2. I give you 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes for you to implement for file 2. Practice.